Goodness, here I find myself again in my kitchen. Happy Easter to everyone. It's a wonderful day. I've had many good memories of Easter, and I love playing music anytime, but especially on maybe a holiday. Because sometimes holidays for me were a little bit painful, but there's mostly good memories, you know? Only a little bit of tears. I don't know if I should have my hair sticking out or not. Got a tune. All right, so I'm just gonna play some ideas tonight, and this first one is called A Matter of Time. It's the little things you regret. Just remember you're not done yet. And I am the wind, you are the trees. Rock me gently in your ocean breeze. And it's only a matter of time before the end of the line. And it's only a matter of time. And I don't know which way I go. I'll figure it out when I get there. You are the wind, and I am the trees. Rock me gently in your ocean breeze. And it's only a matter of time before the end of the line. And it's only a matter of time. Here I go again. All my secrets laid bare. And I said, oh, here I go again. All this running ain't fair, but I don't even care. It's the little things I remember since that day last September. You are the wind, and I am the trees. You rock me gently in your ocean breeze. And it's only a matter of time before the end of the line. And it's only a matter of time. Thank you so much, Maddie. Jimi Hendrix is unbelievable, absolutely. He is an all-time legend. Yeah, he's phenomenal. And such a cool life, you know, such a cool human. He seemed like such a cool human. And what a rare combo to get somebody that is that proficient on an instrument, that he can sing, play, perform. Yeah, he was truly a monster, you know? I only wish I could have jammed with Jimi sometime. Maybe we could trade song ideas. I mean, imagine what Jimi Hendrix would sound like on a soft song like this. I can almost imagine him in his later years getting really into compositions. Maybe he would want to compose in some far-off location. Yes, Dylan Harvey. Snowboarding is amazing. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Check in sometime. I'll be rocking out, all right? Randy Smith, how are you tonight? I hope you're doing well. And if in your life you were sad, I hope it was a temporary hell. Ooh, interesting question. Republican or Democrat? I have to say, I'm somewhere in the middle. But a third party is not what I would say I am. Maybe I'm just pondering my limited options, because everyone seems like they're full of shit all the time. And I don't know who I can trust anymore. See, I'm telling you, there are more important things than my opinion. Maybe it's much more safe to keep it all to myself. Because I work as a medical assistant, I have had thousands of conversations with people who are Democrat and Republican. And I can safely say they both made their points pretty well. And I really try to understand why they thought the way they thought. And I know it feels good to feel like you agree with everybody all the time. But we must remember, discussions are all a part of the equation. And I'll leave it up to you to decide, and wonder if you're considering both sides. That's an important question we ask ourselves. But politics is an absolute volcano of pain. So I prefer to dance around it. I prefer to express myself through music. And whatever effect that has, I hope it gets people to have conversations. It's interesting because that kind of thinking is precisely what has gotten us to a very bad place in our country. It stands to reason that if we surround ourselves with people who only agree with us, we never understand the other side. And if there is no effort to understand the other side, then what's the point in having a free thinking mind? It's interesting because you have an opinion already formed and you have know nothing about me, and you fill in the gaps. I don't think that's a good way to go through life personally. Exactly. Your thought is too black and white. I understand what kind of person you are. If you're going to fill in the categories about me, then allow me to extend the same courtesy. It's certainly understandable that you would be looking for enemies wherever you could. Bloody nose, that stinks. Hopefully it clears up quickly. So, I prefer to play music. Hello, Pro 100 guitar. Hello. I'm sorry your nose is bleeding. You know, this conversation can go one of two directions. But at the same time, it could meander up and down from topic to topic. And I prefer to play music because the state of politics is atrocious and borderline unsavable. I'm in Vermont. I don't know any Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I could try to sort of do what I think would be a cool song for them to play. I love Peter Gabriel. He's fantastic. He's one of the more unique artists of all time, I think. He's hard to categorize. I don't know any Taylor Swift. I do enjoy her music, but I don't know any of her songs. I actually don't really play any covers. And I know that's disappointing and borderline silly because it's a good way to sort of connect with my audience. Yeah, Peter Gabriel is amazing. So here's what I try to do, and maybe this is completely far-fetched. Bruno Mars is amazing, phenomenal, truly gifted. I cannot play John Brown's Body, unfortunately. I don't know any covers. Mr. Daniel Redmond, Doc. Here's a song that I would love for those bands to cover at some point. Just because I hear it played, it's pretty simple to learn, and I just could see it sounding so good with so many different bands. It's not that complicated. I think it has an interesting feel to it. And it's called I'm as Lost as You. The path you walked was never my own. You gave me shelter, but never a home. I can see it in your eyes, an ocean of regret. Memories haunt you. I think it's time to forget. The stars never aligned, and all I'm saying is all I'm seeing are signs I don't want to believe. A heart without blood is awaiting a flood, knowing your ships will be lost at sea. Hey, no mind, it's all lost in time, and eyes never opened, it's true. But I'm here to say you've just lost your way. But don't worry, I'm as lost as you. Don't worry, I'm as lost as you. Mr. Aaron Elliott, this is my favorite song, coincidentally enough, and I have a few, and they sort of alternate in my mind. I know I've made mistakes before. I never learned some very important lessons. your Roblox girl and singer. How are you? Welcome back. I love you too. Yes, I do remember you. All I'm saying is all I'm seeing are signs I don't want to believe. A heart without blood is awaiting a flood, knowing your ships will be lost at sea. Pay it no mind, it's all lost in time. Your eyes never opened, it's true. I'm here to say you've just lost your way, but don't worry, I'm as lost as you. Don't worry. Happy Easter to you. Ooh. That's okay, have a great night, sleep well, have good dreams, wake up with good thoughts in your head. Have good dreams and wake up with good thoughts in your head. I love you too. It's easy to say when it's true. I've been playing guitar for about 6 years. Well, maybe no, 10 years, probably 10 years. And I've been playing it a lot more because it feels so good. And it feels so fun. Yes, I know. I hope it's one day I will run another marathon. I only ran a few marathons, and now I think I'm lazy. Why even bother if I'm not gonna run a marathon? Why even bother if I'm not gonna run a marathon? Hello out there. I hope you're having a good night. As usual, I tend to play just through all kinds of ideas, and I never really know what I'm gonna do. Basically talk about my life, my love of music, and the thoughts of my day. Because it can be hard to keep track of everything that goes through your head, you know? How much are you supposed to remember? This is F, G minor, E flat, B flat, da da na 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 na. Can you give me a recommendation? Something that's kind of similar to Peter Gabriel, Kate Bush, or Brian Eno? A recommendation. Those are all excellent. Sometimes it doesn't immediately come to my brain. Paolino 82, hello. I hope you're having a good night. So that one that was, all I'm saying is all I'm seeing are signs I don't want to believe. I thank you so much, I thank you so much for your kind words. Paolino 82. Nope, the tuning is, the third string is tuned down to E, and that's it. So that's the one modification I made to the 6 strings. So there's a low E, middle E, high E. So all I really have to worry about is the top 3 strings, the 4, 5, 6 strings. And then if I put the capo on the 1st fret, and I put my ring, pinky finger, and index finger in a triad on the 4, 5, and 6. Ooh, Wagon Wheel by Darius Rucker. Oh my goodness. Eventually, someday I will. Everything is right. I just think of this as if, when I play this way, I don't understand Russian, unfortunately. My brother speaks it fluently, which is amazing. I wish I did. I wish I spoke so many languages, but I'm stuck with English and music. But the other day I sang a song in the very limited French that I know. I'll give you a sample. Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui? Je parle français un peu. Comme si, comme ça. Où est le WC? Où est le WC? Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Aujourd'hui, je parle français un peu, comme ci, comme ça. Où est le WC? Où est le WC? I know very little French. I don't know much. I love Bob Marley. I don't play any covers at the moment. I know. I'm boring and I'm frustrating and I'm disappointing and I understand. I understand if I am dead to you forever. But it doesn't mean I won't learn it. I'm open to covers and I know a lot of them, but I just hesitate to do them live. I have this driving need to feel like I want my own songs to do the speaking for themselves, even though covers are phenomenal. I love so many different types of songs. So in this particular tuning, with this particular hand formation, if I have it on here, that's just F major. And if I just move the whole hand down, that's E flat. You know, so if you have 2 chords and you don't have to do much with your fingers, it means that in order to change the key, I just move the capo. So I believe this is C. And you can play this cool stuff. Almost sounds like a mandolin. And I can't take anymore. I see you clearly now, like never before. The rain keeps falling down, on and down. I hear you clearly now, it's a beautiful sound. And all this time I've been waiting here for you, but I know you've been waiting too. We saw each other across the great divide. Our love is strong as the river is wide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. Yeah, C, that's right. So I just have to move the capo, and then I'm suddenly open to all the same chords, just with the capo on. Same hand formation. And I can't take anymore. I see you clearly now, like never before. The rain keeps falling down. I feel you here and all around. And all this time I've been waiting here for you, but I know you've been waiting too. We saw each other across the great divide. Our love as strong as the river is wide. Our love is strong as the river is wide. I didn't know, I will say now. Tell me again, organized by country. I want to try later too. It's pretty easy. If you already know guitar, you'll see that I basically just put training wheels on. But I have this affection for a chord that is open strings, and you can make just an E regular, non-major, non-minor chord, and you lift a finger off and it makes a chord. Put a finger back on, it's not really a chord. It's 2 notes a chord. I mean, I guess it's 3, but 1 is an octave. This is, it's open E with a capo on it, and I have the capo up to make it into C. And it makes it so the 4 and the 5 string, you can move your fingers around and just hold that low E going. The guitar is a Lag, L-A-G. It's a French guitar. And I got it from a friend probably 8 years ago. He was selling a bunch of guitars. I picked it up, I played it, I loved it, and I've loved it ever since. So, yeah, it's open E. So if I take the capo off, let me tune for a second. I hate it when it's out of tune, you know? So open, it's not really open E. Yeah. That's how it sounds with all the strings. But if you just put down 2 fingers, you have like just basically an E minor. And if you just move those 2 fingers around, like up a whole step, then a half step, and then a whole step, guitar suddenly seems so much more simple. I think of it as a what am I trying to say? Like a wide open plain as to the possibilities. And then, if you put down the triad, index finger on the 4th, ring on the 6th, and pinky on the 5th, you have a chord that sounds cool, and you can just move that up a whole step. And then the difference between major and minor is simply a shift of the index finger down. There you have your minor. Easy. If you can just focus on that index finger going back and forth, because it's all a matter of if it's in that 1st or 2nd position. And in this position, you just move it down, everything stays the same. But if I wanted to make a different chord, like that, that is the index finger, but then I bring the ring and the pinky to the down a half step. So you have within this fingering, minor, 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 major, D, 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 C, major, C, major, C, major, D, major, D, major, E minor, E minor, E minor, E minor. I can hold the E, hold the E, hold the E, hold the E, because this song is all about E. And it's funny because I guess I don't play in E all that much. I like to play an F for some reason. I guess I like the slightly higher. Fa, fa, do, do, re, 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 fa, fa, do, do, re, re, do, fa, fa, do, do, re, do, fa, do, e, fa, fa, do, e, fa. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, I know it is so fun. If this is E, D to F to D to E minor. I always lose track of thought. But yes, I basically look at it as there's a dot in the middle of the neck usually. And that's my home base. So I trained myself to concentrate on my right hand doing, just being a really solid rhythm player. And I said, left hand, you just keep it basic. Don't worry about soloing and learning chord patterns or anything like that. Okay, chest cover. I don't know what that means. But I like to put the capo on random spots, and I've written songs in those capo positions before. So in this case, I'm putting it on the 3rd fret. And I can keep the same hand position, but I just have to find home base. And home base is right above the dot in the neck, a half step. So I just remember, I just try to keep it in my head which key I'm playing in, because sometimes I totally lose track. Hello, hello, hello. Arc Axiom, yes. LZ Biz, SHB, hi. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I am sending out my love to you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, your energy, your help, your assistance. I have so much that I need to get done, but I've waited too long to make it happen. And my mission is live streaming every night until I just will it into existence. Because every song that I play tonight, I imagine with a band behind me and a curtain system that I can lift up and down at the touch of a button on the ground in front of me. So I can introduce bands and guests and features in shows that people hadn't seen before, because I only do it once during the tour. It's not a tour I do all the time for different people. I mean, in one of them, the curtain will go up and there will be a screen, and it'll be a wonderful sort of journey that I go on while I play. And I think it will start small. I want to play, theaters. And get used to people sitting down and sort of watching a movie alongside a performance by me on this sort of same setup, except the stage underneath me can go up and down, and sometimes I'm in the movie and stuff is coming out from behind me. So there would be stuff like that. A lot of it would be secret, but I just thank you for subbing. I really appreciate it. Let everybody know. Thank you for subbing. I really appreciate it. It really helps me. Yes. But now I am an E, F, G, G sharp, A. Now I'm an A. You may ask a question. Andrew Winaware. Welcome, everybody. It warms my heart to spend time with you this evening for however long we do. Because my mission is just getting going, yet I have been in the planning stages for far too long. It's really easy to stay in the planning rage. This one is called The World Remains the Same. You scream out loud that you've never been so alone. It's been a long time, but it feels like a second ago. Does it disappear or fade away over time? I know your day will come further down the line. The world remains the same, but you're changing every day. Shine OJ, how are you tonight? That's a good way to get my attention, because sometimes I zone out and I apologize. I'm just so very glad to spend time with you. Yes, I'm so very glad to be able to be here with you. I know you're scared. You're scared to run out of time. I know your day will come further down the line. disappear or fade away over time, time, time. I know your day will come further down the line. That's really funny about that song. I was just thinking about What Else Matters. And I don't like butchering songs because ultimately I am putting this on the permanent record. Thank you so much, Hugo Bastida 9952. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I have big plans and I need your help. I don't know something in the orange, King Blob. I apologize. I will learn songs. I'm holding them back until you guys get me off the ground. I don't want to get famous for other people's songs. That's just me being honest. And I love other songs. I do know some covers. I do. I'm not opposed to it. I just generally do it when I'm doing it at gigs. That's just my preference. I do. I try to play original songs. Sometimes I don't know if they're actually original. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, Wolf Mask would be, imagine my setup on stage, sort of me sitting, and there's like a top light above me with like a round circle, you know, bigger than me, so I have a top shadow. And behind me is a black curtain. And for this song, throughout the song, a curtain would go up revealing, you know, a bass player, and then another curtain would go up revealing a drummer. So it'd be like this sort of building concept that each night, and it's all up to me when I want to press the buttons that they go up. It's not a stressful show for like a technician to have to hit cues. There's no click track. It's as organic as you can possibly get as a band. And then visually, it's supposed to take over your brain and deliver a message you never knew you wanted to hear, but you're happy with its effects on your brain. And these are important things to remember about being a musician. And for me, I think perfection is what I strive for, but at the same time, I understand that excellence is a good thing to shoot for as well. I am from New Hampshire, was where I was born, but I'm from Vermont. And you are in Spain. Wonderful. Hello, Sync X5T. Hello. I was just saying that at some point I'm going to play this song, Starlight Stay. That's a wonderful name. I like that name. Of course. And this one is called Wolf Mask. Oh, you're from New Hampshire? I grew up in Durham. Canada? Nice. Hello, Soggy Grapes. This one is called Wolf Mask. And you'll just have to imagine a stage behind me where curtains go up revealing some really cool musicians. Oh, day. Good day to you. Hey, Canada! Hello! Thank you for tuning in to the Peter Wayne Burton Music Hour. This is one that I will have a guest guitarist come out and just rip a sick solo. Whatever style they want, however long they want, free reign. They just have a band that's just sort of keeping a groove behind them. And I just want to feature a guitar player just because I selfishly just want to stand there and listen while I'm just jamming this. What have you said about my dead? I haven't said anything about your dead. All right, here we go. There is no reason to believe misfortune follows you across land and sea. Your heart is broken, you're fading away. Fate has spoken, nothing more to say. and you were only the minimum time taken to learn guitar. That's a good question. Ginger the jester, I have to go, but keep on working on that animatic. I look forward to it. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. There is no reason to believe. Have a great night. Don't forget to see how awesome your life truly is. You're alive, and that's amazing. And you were only a little lonely when you lost your mind. And how could you know, no, you were running out of time. There, oh. There is no reason to believe misfortune follows you across land and sea. Your heart is broken, you're fading away. Fate has spoken, nothing more to say. And you're only a little lonely when you lost your mind. And how could you know, you're running out of time. All right, Hugo. Have good dreams and wake up thinking good things, okay? That's how I have boiled my philosophy down to. Tomorrow is a new day. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I've got a lot of big plans, and I sure appreciate any help you can give me for my journey. I'm not very good at this social networking thing. I'm not very good at business. So sleep well. See you soon. I'm going to be live streaming at least 6 nights a week. I'm shooting for 7. And I think of it like punching in and trying to deliver pizzas. I just have to do it. Boom. Gotta do it. I look forward to it all day. And when I play afterwards, I have like an afterglow of feeling great. So it's definitely like an addiction of sorts. But it's an addiction with benefits. So, that was called Wolf Mask. And I think I will go back to F now. How much time do you need to learn the electric guitar? It depends on how much work you put into it. If you practiced every single day and was obsessed with it, to the point that it blocked out the ability to live in a shared reality, you could learn it in 6 months. You could learn basic chords in a month, easily. Like you could easily just learn my method and just put down your index finger and your ring finger. And now move those fingers down to here. Boom. Life is simple sometimes. You don't have to think of the guitar as overly complicated or like this mountain you have to climb. Think of it as a prairie you can pleasantly walk through because you're focusing on your right hand. This is your hand that's going to create the beat, the rhythm. Practice muting all the strings with your hand and hitting all the strings. 1, 2, 3. And then just do these 2 fingers and that strumming pattern. See? Doesn't seem that hard, right? After all, you can make the guitar part really simple. And if you know 2 chords on the guitar and a really simple pattern like this one, you have a song, and from a song springs forth many melody ideas. Because all you have to do is hum one note. I think it's the F. And just hold it. Hold that. Okay. You can hold one note, right? So after a few minutes of holding that one note, sing the lower note that just goes one whole step down. Exactly. And if you had a whole chorus, people would just sing a note on top of your note. Have a great night. I'll see you soon, okay? I've never tried to explain music before because sometimes I think people might get bored. Like I should be exclusively music, instruction thoughts that I use, or just songs. Just keep the music going. And it ping-pongs back and forth in my head all the time. So we'll just assume I'll get back to the songs. And let's see. This one is one I haven't played in a while. It's not on the album. It is called I always forget the name of the songs. but not forgotten. That's what it's called. And it's gonna be rusty, but I wrote it while I was living in Los Angeles. I was there for about 6 years. You were the fire to my rain. You're gone, but I remain out here on an ocean of my memories. And here comes another hurricane, and the wheels keep on rolling down the road, on a journey with no destination. I will see you in the afterglow, gone but not forgotten. Let go of all your pain and worry. We made it through the night, and we can slow it down if we hurry. We won't give up the fight, and the wheels keep on rolling down the road, on a journey with no destination. I will see you in the afterglow. Oh, you're gone, but not forgotten. Gone, but not forgotten. Oh, no. You were the fire to my rain. You're gone, but I remain out here on the ocean of my memories. And here comes another hurricane, and the wheels keep on rolling down the road, on a journey with no destination. I will see you in the afterglow, gone but not forgotten. Gone but not forgotten. The wheels keep on rolling down the road, on a journey with no destination. I will see you in the afterglow, gone but not forgotten. Thank you very much. I love this guitar so much. I only have one of them. I only have one guitar that I ever want to play. I have several basses and a crappy electric, but I only play this guitar constantly. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's the harder one to play and it's the roughest on my fingers. So I figure like it's going to the gym except for my fingers, which is just, I should take the rest of this body to the gym. But hey, that's a separate subject. Anyway, I'm just going to work on some songs here. I hope you're having a great night. Thank you so much for your time. Any time you spend with me, I am grateful for. I really appreciate it. Do I appreciate it enough? Not even close, I know that. On this beautiful day, oh yeah, I have an electric. And the electric sounds wonderful, especially in this tuning. Especially with some reverb and a little delay. But I am poor and disorganized, and I lack even common self-discipline skills. So that's my excuse. Not a very good excuse. This is an idea I've been working on. Oh no, you're okay. I have this guitar. I have a few other guitars. I have a bass in my living room. I do play bass. I love the bass. It would go piano and guitar are now tied for my favorite instrument. And then the bass and then the drums. But I do not own a drum set, nor do I have a drum room. Nor do I have space, nor do I have the money in the foreseeable future to be able to get myself a music room. I have been obsessed with the idea for so very long, but I have been paralyzed by such very potent self-doubt. I have no choice but to admit all of my failings and move on, just trying to make as much music as I can for however much time I have left. And I hope that is decades. I'll just be as plainly honest as I possibly can be with myself and the world around me. So, I think I might double dip tonight. This one is one that I've played a few times. And it's called A Matter of Time. And I tend to switch my songs up halfway through and try them in a totally different style. Because I just don't really worry about being efficient or having to squeeze myself into a 4-minute window. At least when I'm live streaming. I can do it on the album and I can do it live. I can keep things short. But when I'm doing this, I just prefer sort of a stream of consciousness. It's the little things you regret. Just remember you're not done yet. I am the wind. You are the trees. Rock me gently in your ocean breeze. And it's only a matter of time before the end of the line. And it's only a matter of time. Hello, Heather Doyon 1. I don't know which way I'll go. That's a very good point, Arcdaxium. You always have such wonderful insights into life, clearly demonstrating a wealth of wisdom. So congratulations, I appreciate your thinking. Hey, Paul McCartney is 83. That's a benchmark for all of us to hit. If Paul can do it, we can all make it to 83. As musicians, I agree we can make it to 83. And all we have to do is take care of this body we have. If you think of it like a car, it needs maintenance to avoid issues. And it's ironic that I say that because I possess very little self-control. And it's only matter of time before the end of the line. And it's only a matter of time, time, time. Whoa. And I don't know which way I'll go. I'll figure it out when I get there. You are the wind, I am the trees. Rock me gently in your ocean breeze. And it's only a matter of time before the end of the line. And it's only a matter of time. It's always interesting listening to the guitar's strings go from making sound to silence. And you're holding on to the strings. So when you hear, well, you're holding on to, and you're just helping it resonate at. And if you listen to the strings disappear, it's a very strange sensation. I don't have the greatest sound set up right now, so I'm not like trying to do a demonstration necessarily, but I hope you're having a good night out there. Thank you for tuning in for however long you do. I'm just playing some ideas tonight, trying to emit a signal to the universe and the world, the wider world, that I have big plans and I need help to get this ship off the ground. Metaphorically speaking, you know what I mean? So I'm going to be live streaming pretty much every night. I decided that long ago, for months and months and months. And yes, you do need rest. Absolutely you need rest, but you also need to put your nose to the grindstone and work 12-hour days sometimes. So with music, I can take care of myself, and when I get to playing, I am ready. I'm in shape and ready to rock. I can do that. Just haven't proven it to myself yet. So that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. So I will play one called The Spark that may or may not be on the new album. And I play it a variety of ways. And And that's all I'll say. Tonight, I think I will do a two-part version. Start quieter, slower, end faster, more energy. The day you were born, how could I forget those eyes? The power of a hurricane, the beauty of a new sunrise. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. I'll be the moon to guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. Don't believe anything they say is real. Feel your way through the dark. You will be the light. You will be the spark. I know you're wondering, you have so many questions for me. I promise you this, I will answer to the best of my abilities. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. And I'll be the moon to guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. Don't believe anything they say is real. You will feel your way through the dark. You will be the light. You will be the spark. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. Please don't cry, baby. I know what love is, 'cause you gave it to me. Yes, I know what love is, 'cause it set me free. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. I'll be the moon to guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. You will feel your way through the dark. You'll be the light. You'll be the spark. You'll be the light. You will be the spark. That's sort of how I do things. I sort of, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. You have no idea what it means to me, or maybe you do, or maybe you don't. I have no idea. But let me just assure you that it means a lot to me. I hope you're having a good night. I appreciate that in your mind must be a whole different life that is fascinating to me. So when I play music, a lot of the times I wander around in my own head, and I do all sorts of thinking. You have a great heart, you have a great soul, you have a great mind, you have a great purpose. And the purpose is just to acknowledge that you have a great soul and a great mind. And once that purpose is fulfilled, find out what happens after the purpose is filled. Make more purposes, I guess. I've always considered what I do to be a mission. I don't know what that means. It's extremely vague, and I know it's associated with some religious concepts, which I understand. But this is more like a military mission. Almost like I have to get from point A to point B, and I have to navigate my way through a complicated series of mazes. Thank you so very much. The strongest 1327. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The voice is such a personal thing. Oh, I can beat myself up about my voice all day and night. It's unbelievable. But I really appreciate it. I just love playing. Nice. Nice. Very cool. You're a fellow musician. I must have sensed that or not realized it, because that makes sense. That's a long time to play music. It's a long time to carry music in your head. And it also depends on what music means to you. I've had great dry spells in my life where I haven't really played much music. Where all I had was a guitar, a crappy acoustic guitar, and a crappy keyboard. And I would bang on this crappy keyboard on my coffee table while my daughter, who was a baby at the time, sat next to me. Piano is just something that has always been an extension of my soul, that when I think about it, it always feels like water, sort of not sloshing around in my head, but sort of like my brain can be like a calm ocean for some reason. So when I sit down and all the strings are in tune, it feels like I can create waves of sound. And on top of the waves can be the surfer, and that surfer is my voice. So instead of, imagine surfing if the wave just lasted super long, and I've seen a few people do that, but it's fairly rare. So in my head, that's what I love about piano and guitar, since I can't really play. Of course I remember I love animals. I remember the many S's. They are a ridiculous amount of S's. Which I appreciate. It's memorable. Nice. I love it. Then you know the power of repetition and muscle memory. Muscle memory is the most wonderful thing in the world, because my body can just do the thing that without my mind telling it to. The power of Peter Burton. Here's a question for you. My artist name is currently Peter Wayne Burton. But I get feedback a lot that the three-name thing is probably something I should avoid. So should I go with just Peter Wayne? The power of the banana. I've got bananas sitting right over there. Yes! Repetition is just banana. Banana dance, I do the banana dance, the banana dance, the banana dance. Do it every night, I do it just right, I do the banana dance. Ooh. The banana dance, banana dance. Nope. Self-taught. I can't read music. I did take lessons when I was a kid on piano. I went through 4 piano teachers in 2 years. I hated reading music. It always felt so boring and constricted. And then I also had friends that we were playing music together. And I think playing music together was a tremendously socializing experience. I've never given piano lessons because I simply don't know what I would teach. I suppose it would depend on who I'm teaching. Somebody who's never played before or somebody who has a basic understanding of the keys and the chords. Because when I'm playing guitar, nice. Oh, I really appreciate that. Singing is something I've worked a lot of years to understand. Just my own voice has always been a battle for me, just like a lot of creative types. But I figure if I can sound as good as possible. I was not trained by a piano savant from China. No. I was just trained because I just loved coming up with ideas that were simple ideas that were just like 2 chords. Just like this, you know? Why did your piano teacher cancel? Well, my grandmother, to be fair, was a piano player, so maybe there's some genetic component to it. I mean, I haven't honestly seriously considered it, but it's such an obvious thing. I'm quite displeased I haven't considered it beforehand. Oh. I was not expecting that. That is awful. I laugh because humor is a way I deal with darkness. And it is absolutely not disrespectful, meant to be disrespectful in any way. I just get blown away by things happening sometimes. Anyway, I should probably play a couple more. And I'm really sorry to hear about that. Your piano teacher's son. That's horrendous. It's a horrendous thing to happen. I'm just going to keep on motoring through. Life is a fragile, beautiful thing, so let's celebrate it. Shall we? What have I been doing? Oh. I've always wanted to do calming and rock songs and ballads and just anomalous songs. And I never know if I should do more of one or the other, so I just throw all of them out there. Hey, what's your name? What's your game? Never mind, I don't care. Hey, what's your deal? What's your deal? Never mind, I don't care. All I said is I'm in the middle. I imagine you have a beautiful voice. I love animals. Lay your battered body down. I'm not the one who became the usurper. Lay your battered body down. I'm not the one who became the usurper. I'm not the one who became the usurper. And I said, hey, what's your game? What's your name? Never mind, I don't care. Hey, what's your deal? How do you feel? Never mind, I don't care. All I am is caught in the middle. And loving you is like snow coming down, way down south. Lay your battered body down. I'm not the one who became the usurper. Lay your battered body down. I'm not the one who became the usurper. That's true. That's why I like this over stadium country or bluegrass. This is pure folk, contemporary, modern, original music. Thank you so much. I guess that is, I'm okay with all of that. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing and hopefully I can sort of bleed into all areas. Just try a bunch of different things. I've got big plans. I assure you, if I ever had an investor, say someone wanted to start a company, and the company was a concept that you truly thought made sense. La 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 la. And imagine if that company asked for $500,000 as seed money to organize the purchase of all kinds of stuff that you need to start a company. A building, a lease, a logo, bank account, accountant, HR, equipment, all that stuff. It's complicated. It's messy. It involves lots of people. But people do it all the time. And imagine if that business was pretty small. Imagine if that business had a very tight-knit core group of people that had a mission and were very good at what they do. Now imagine I've been out in public and I made okay money. So in this case, this company that I am speaking of is such a small crew that it is actually one man. And that man is me. And as far as purchasing a building, if you consider buildings to be songs, I've already built cities of songs. And I'm tired of scraping the bottom financially. So I gotta get this business plan going. But I can't do it alone because I'm very bad at basic skills. Yes, I'm so very bad at basic networking skills. Oh, I started this evening around 7 p.m. I've been playing for about an hour and a half. But it doesn't feel like an hour and a half. I swear music just completely rockets by whenever I play music. It's always hard to cut myself off. It's always hard to say goodbye. But it's not goodbye. It is until next time. It is just my last song. I will be live streaming every night until this dream eventually comes true. I don't care if I have to play for 20 years straight. I can do you a favor. I love animals. Yes. I'm not saying money buys happiness. I am saying money gets you a discount. Makes sense, right? It's an obvious statement of the century, but I need to reply. I need to tell it to myself. I got on at 7 p.m. my time, East Coast, United States. And I've been playing for about 90 minutes now. So it's 8:30 my time. And I tend to play straight through and my fingertips start to go numb from playing for so long, but that's okay. That's a great feeling. I'm not complaining. I'll finish up with this one. This one may or may not be on the album. You'll just have to wait and see. 6 a.m. at your place. Wow. That's crazy. Well, I hope it's a good morning. I hope you had a good night's sleep. This one is called Stars Anew, and it goes a little something like this. I haven't seen you since Chicago, and New York was out of sight. Then came LA and we were on our way to the city made of light. I don't know how we got there. We were lost if you ask me. It feels so good, no, it doesn't seem fair if you die in heaven when you're already there. I'm so glad to be here with you. When you learn to let go, you see stars anew. I know it feels like forever. This will end closer to never. Stars anew shine on you. I know it feels like forever. This will will end, the closer to never. Stars anew shine on you. I've made amends with my broken past, forgave whoever I used to blame. Learn to believe nothing will last if you never change and you always stay the same. Things can feel so misunderstood, but don't give up, there's plenty of time. Your life will lie where your pain once stood. Look into my eyes, you're gonna be just fine. Yes, thank you for singing along. I would love to hear it in person sometime. And I would ask people who don't even like singing very much or don't think they're very good at to try this one exercise with me. And the only request is you try to hum one note with me. And that note is this. Ready? This is the note. Just hold this note. Just hold this note. Just hold this note. Just hold this note. And then throw in a second note. Go to this note. Whoa. Oh. Fa la la, fa la la, la 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 la, fa 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 fa. Do you wanna hear the song that I'm working on? I absolutely do, yes. That is so cool. How would we do that? Do you have a YouTube thing going like this incredibly professional channel that I have? Yes, I know, it's stunning. The visuals are just unbelievable with the stagnant lighting and the hat turned backwards and my orange sweatshirt and my usual pose. Anyway, I should get going, but I don't want to just jump off quick. I want to say have a good night, and I want to say have good dreams, and I want to say thank you. I truly appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in person one day. This plan of mine involves playing at venues across New England, then the United States, and then the world. Interesting. I can understand about love is complicated, no doubt about it. But I would say above all things, if there's any philosophy to truly ponder and consider, it's the love of yourself that's the most important. Now, that does not mean that you keep love to yourself. It does not mean that you're selfish with your love. It does not mean that you think your love is more important than anyone else's. But you recognize that self-love is where you find the beautiful space in which you can be yourself and do things you've always wanted to do. That's the goal. That's part of the plan. So, my heart goes out to you for going through painful things. The human experience has so many ups and downs, and some people have a tremendous amount of downs, and some people don't. I don't know. Everybody's different. I know I've had some downs, I've had some ups, and I'm just going to keep going, and that's what I hope you can do too. Tonight, try to clear your head if you have a lot going on. Try to have good dreams, let your body rest and your mind rest. And you will be able to face things better if you feel rejuvenated. Do I have any ideas about love? Love is scary. Avoid it at all costs. I'm just kidding. I have a tremendously sarcastic and pessimistic side to me, and I use that as cover. I'll be playing tomorrow night around 6 after work. Oh, the rest of your song. Oh, interesting. Oh, I see. That's your song. I used to be in love, but you just fell apart and never came to me ever again. The dun dun da da dun dun. Do that trick. That's what I do. If I think of something cool, I turn it into dun dun da da dun dun, more like the rhythm. And then I try to find words that fit the rhythm. So in that case, I used to be in love, but it just fell apart. Dun dun da da dun 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 dun. That was too complicated, but you know what I'm saying. So, any ideas as far as words? No. Concepts and technique and approach? Yes. What I truly believe is that inside you is an untainted version. Yeah, it's great. It's wonderful. Keep up the writing. Think of it as volume over anything else. Obviously, quality. But output is the most important thing. And pretend that it is going on the permanent record, no matter what it is. Oh, that's a fantastic one, Mr. Arct. I shouldn't say Mr. I don't know. I'm sorry. I used to be in love and then it fell apart. For when you got too close, I would always fart. That's wonderful. I like it. Oh my God. What question is that? You are crazy. I am straight. Oh my God. This world is fucking crazy. I'm sorry. It's just crazy. You know what it feels like? It feels like a dog sniffing another dog's butt to find out if it's friendly or not by being really aggressive right off the bat. It's like the social equivalent of like getting right in my face and being like, do I have to judge you now? Or should I just listen to what you have to say? And that's just not a good way to do things. Arct Axiom, thank you so much. Stay awesome. Stay yourself. And I definitely reserve the right to navigate these waters as carefully as possible. You understand. The idea of putting yourself on the permanent record is not an easy one to get used to. But I understand that words are permanent, and I understand that videos are permanent. So I understand that what I say and how I say it is extremely important. So, it's an interesting way to communicate with an audience this way, words appearing on a screen and me talking to the camera like this. Because what I want to do is my best. What I want to do is resonate as powerfully as I can in the context in which I am right now. But I want to help people be themselves and also find love in others. It's as simple as that. And I prefer to keep things simple a lot of the time. And questions are designed to sort of sniff someone out. And I completely understand your need to sniff people out. But I would ask that we just pace around the dog park a little bit before we get all up in each other's butts. Make sense? So I gotta go. I've been playing for an hour and 45 minutes, but I have plenty more to come. I got plenty more to say, plenty more to do, plenty more to sing, plenty more that I gotta plan out, plenty more to ask of you. And I appreciate you're having an excellent, I hope that you're having a good night. I appreciate that you're an excellent person. And have excellent dreams and wake up with good thoughts tomorrow, okay? That is all I ask. I don't know why I do this with my hands a lot. I think I like giving them something to do, while I talk. Because maybe my body is like, can we play the guitar now? And my brain is like, no, I have to speak. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. The Peter Wayne Burton Music Hour is coming to an end, but I shall be playing tomorrow night and Tuesday night on the piano and most likely Wednesday night and pretty much all of next week. So I know that waters it down. It doesn't make it very special. I love animals. Welcome back. I'm sorry you had to come back right before I'm about to sign off, but I wanted to wish you a good evening, and I hope you have good dreams and you wake up thinking good things. I am nothing if not repetitive. I realize that. But maybe repetition isn't so bad in certain contexts. All right. Have a great night. I got to sign off. I will see you real soon. Thank you so very much for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys rock. I'll see you soon.